Well, as you can see, Liverpool turned us down, but we do have another application in. Hopefully we'll find out later in the episode whether we've got an interview for that one or not. Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Club 4, episode 26 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two matches for you. We're at home to Everton in the Premier League. I will play the Birmingham FA Cup game off camera, and I'll bring you back to show you the away game at Brentford in the Premier League. And also, as I alluded to in the introduction, we've put an application for the vacant Chelsea job. If we hear about that, then you will obviously see any interview or rejection during the course of the episode. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and go into the Everton game. Okay, so here is the team for the match. It is Brad Collins in goal, back four of Godwin Malif, Williams, Welsh and White, Galdames at the base of midfield, Songi and Campagna in central midfield, Sibley and Salcedo on the wings, and Camelo up front. Let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending we've got nothing to lose here, and I completely agree with him. So we'll pump the fists and go with that. And let's go into the tunnel and do the tunnel interview. He'll be fine. Yeah, Josh Martin will be fine. He needs a rest. That's all. Harvey White, I trust him to do the job the team needs. Tell Fulham that Godwin Malif is absolutely not for sale, not happening. And let's get straight into the match against Everton and await the first incident of the match to try and work out which way it's going. It's Reading who have the first attempt on goal, off target, not even worthy of a highlight. So I think we'll drop an encourage to start with. Given Everton's league position, we've started really well actually, so even though we've not had anything to show for it yet, although the first highlight is an Everton highlight, Iwobi gets to the byline, cuts it back from Mikalenko, Skip plays it back to Mikalenko, and Mikalenko's clearance cross is charged down. Benassa gives it to Skip, and the shot is into the back of the net from Messias. I don't think the offside flag is going to save us here, but there's always hope. It is disallowed. So let's have a look and see how tight it was. I wasn't expecting it to be disallowed. Oh, it's wafer thin. We've been a little bit lucky there, but we'll take it. And in fact, we'll go attacking for a little while. And it's an Everton free kick. Benassa with it. Comes back off the woodwork and eventually gets cleared by Salcedo, but skips offside anyway. So that move breaks down for Everton. And with over 20 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. We've had the better of it, but only marginally. So let's see what we can do. I think we'll demand more at this stage, and we will go with the suggestion to work ball into box. It's an Everton corner. Benassa, Calvert-Lewin, and Godfrey's at the back post to stick it in the back of the net. And there's no reprieve this time. It is Reading 0, Everton 1. And it's an Everton attack again. Godfrey to Moldua, to Iwobi, back to Moldua, Benassa, Godfrey to Moldua, Banassa to Muldour into Macias, and Welsh clears it. Eventually we get it clear to Salcedo and the highlight comes to an end. Everton now clearly on top, so we need a demand more, and we're going to need multiple subs at half time. I think Campagna with the ball in, Williams' header is off target over the bar. And in terms of subs, White is going to have to come off. I think that might be it, to be honest, at half time. Tuanzebe goes back to his keeper. Manyan, we've won it back. Camelo plays it wide to Salcedo, who pulls it back. Camelo gets the shot away, but Tuanzebe blocks it behind for a corner. It's an in-swinger from Campagna, and the header is straight at Manyan. So we've had the chances, but not managed to threaten a goal yet. White is definitely going to be the man to come off at half time. So we'll make that change now, and we will demand more. No, we haven't been unlucky. We know the first half wasn't good enough. Right, let's make that change. So at left back, Harvey White is coming off for Kean Bryan. And what else can we do? I think we'll leave it at that for now. In fact, what we'll do, we'll move Stephen Welsh to right back, and Godwin Malif can come off for Gideon Young. So we'll make two changes, and let's go straight out and try and rescue things in the second half. Okay, so second half underway, and Williams brings it forward, finds Sibley, back to Songi. Camelo plays it into Campagna. Ball wide is intercepted by Calvert-Lewin, and Everton are in on the counter-attack. Keeper comes out, doesn't get there, and Jose Juan Macias has got a second goal for Everton and a second goal for himself, which is not good enough. Okay, and it's cleared. Macias collects though, and Everton come again. Skip to Macias. Macias has hit the crossbar. And in fact the first goal wasn't Macias, it was Godfrey. So we're 2-0 down and deserve to be behind. 2-0's a little harsh, but only a little bit. Right, Sibley's had a bad game again, so we'll bring on Josh Martin to replace him, and that is our third and final substitution. And let's demand more again. So into the last 20 minutes, we trail by 2-0. I mean, it has to be taken into account that Everton are fourth in the league, so it's not really a surprise that we're losing. And we're into the last 10 minutes of the match, still 2-0 down, but at least it hasn't got any worse. It would be nice if we could get a Reading highlight though, just to break things up. So let's demand more, and also we might as well go back to a positive mentality. There's no point wasting energy, and that ends the match. It's Reading 0, Everton 2. I'll see you in a moment, all being well, for the second match of the episode. So stay tuned, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode as we face the trip to Brentford, and it is Boyce Clarke in goal, back four of Bristow, Welsh, Songwe and Godwin Malif, Campagna at the base of midfield with Julian and Galdames ahead of him, Salcedo on the left, Sibley on the right, Ojibeko up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, the assistant manager is recommending we're all sick and tired of getting bad results. Go out there and change that starting now. I think it's probably time for that, to be honest. Can we pump the fists? We can. So let's do that. And let's go into the tunnel, give the tunnel interview. A few more goals and you'd be in a much better position, right? Yeah, of course. Why is it being so hard to find form away from home? If I knew, we wouldn't be having that conversation. Are you excited by the prospect of Derby Day and facing off against your local rivals? Yeah, absolutely. They're the occasions we live for. So let's get straight into the match. Brentford are in bad form, but they're in better form than us, having taken 4 points from... In fact, we're in identical form, 4 points each from the last 5 matches. So let's kick the match off and see if we can get a result. Just need to change the speed so that we don't miss any highlights. And we're already 8 minutes in. Nothing of any note has happened. So we're awaiting the first shot in anger. Brentford get the first shot, not on target and not worthy of a highlight. Let's encourage the lads. As we're away from home, we'll need to be a little bit more gentle with them. Brentford, first shot on target, but still no highlight. And the first highlight actually is, although Brentford have got the ball now, I thought it was going to be ours, but it turns out it's a Brentford highlight. Blanco, backwards to Onyeka, Sambi Lokonga into Patania, and Pasterna has scored. So it's Brentford 1, Reading 0. And the keeper will be very disappointed to have let that in at his near post. We've not even had a shot yet, so let's demand more and see what we all need to do. Right, Sibley is going to have to come off at half time, as is Godwin Malif. So it's coming entirely down our right hand side, their left. And right, Christensen picks it up from the long ball. Onyeka into Lokonga. Patania to Postema. Furuhashi to Tavares. Tavares is ball in, and the keeper, Boyce Clarke, makes the save. So we've got away with one there. Furuhashi with the in-swinging corner, and it's headed away. Songi is trying to close Furuhashi down, doesn't get there, but the highlight does come to an end, and this time it's us on the attack. Sibley to Julian, played wide to Godwin Malif, pulls it back for Sibley. Godwin Malif to Sibley again, shot charged down. Campagna to Salcedo, who blasts it over the top and wastes the opportunity. Right, so Godwin Malif and Sibley are both going to come off at half time. Ethan Bristow can mark Pasterna. Where is Pasterna? Yeah, there he is on the right hand side. So Bristow is probably a good call to do that. And we'll press him as well. So let's make those two changes at half time. What was that? And we'll make the two changes. So Sibley off and Martin on. And What was the other one I was going to do? I think, in fact, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave just one sub, but we will make the change to the opposition instructions. Stemmer we will mark tightly always. In fact, no, we won't mark him tightly. We will trigger the press always, and we'll just leave it at that actually. So let's get into the dressing room. Do we need to give anybody any individual instructions? I don't think so. So we'll leave it at that. Right, let's do... In fact, Godwin Malif can come off for Hayden Carter. We'll make that change. So we will do a second sub at half time, and we'll get on with the second half and try and get back into the match. We'll demand more and go attacking for a spell. See if we can do anything about it. And it's Boyce Clark to Songy. Songy's ball forward to Martin. Comes in field. Loses the ball, gets double teamed, and Carter rescues us at the back. Galdames to Martin, who's beaten his man, finds Ojibeko. Martin on the overlap has the shot. It's over the top, and the chance is gone. Right, I won't be able to make the change up front. It's going to have to be Salcedo because he's picked up an injury. The question is, who's going to come on? The answer is going to be Camelo. And unfortunately, Rasmus Christensen has doubled Brentford's lead while we've been making the sub. So the game is probably up at this stage. Carter with the throw into Campagna. Galdames to Songy. It's played wide. Carter back to Galdames, back to Songy. Galdames again. Carter with the big ball over the top for Julien, who pulls it back for Bristow. Julien gets it back again, crosses. Ojibeko with the header has pulled one back for Reading. And there's plenty of time to find an equaliser. We won't bother with the replay for a consolation goal. Let's encourage and stay on attacking because it works at the moment. Mengi to Onyeka, Lakonga, Mengi to Onyeka, and I think it's a penalty. So this could well be game over. There is a VAR review and the penalty is given. And it's Patania with the penalty for Brentford. Can our keeper make the save? No, he dives the wrong way. It's 3-1 to Brentford, and that is almost certainly game over. So we'll demand more. We might as well switch back to positive, save our energy for a game that we can actually win. We have no subs left. So the only weapon in my arsenal now is demand more. Okay. So we're on the attack. Campagna with the outswinging corner. Stephen Welsh puts it in the back of the net. In off the crossbar, and it is 3-2. We've got 15 minutes to find an equaliser. So let's encourage again. And we will go attacking. We need a goal, so there's no point sitting back. Right, Davis is in, don't foul him. Hart has the shot, and before the attacking can even take effect, Brentford have their 2-goal lead back, and as the commentator says, surely that is game over, we're not coming back from that. Brentford clearly deserve it, looking at the XG and the match stats, so no argument with the fact we've lost it. Drop back to positive again, and we've got 5 minutes to get a minimum of 2 goals. It's not going to happen. Christensen with the throw-in. Postema. Hart fires in the shot. It's wide, so it'll be a Reading goal kick. And there's 5 added minutes. We're not going to find a way back, though. So we're just literally playing out time. We're into the last of the 5 minutes. And that's full time. It ends Brentford 4, Reading 2. I'll see you in a moment for the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, let's take a look at the league table then. And as you can see, we are second from bottom of the table with 14 points from 23 games played. So we're 4 points from safety, and we've played a game more than Wolves as well. Let's have a look then at what is coming up on the next episode. And again, we're in a position of waiting for a response to a job application. So we will come back for the result of that one, so it will be sometime before the end of February, but I'm not sure exactly when. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.